I'm sure you all knew I'd be streaming Skies of Arcadia tonight, right? So I am streaming it because when Figgies first reached out to me, like half a year ago, whenever it was, about being affiliated with them, they showed that they had Skies of Arcadia Figgies coming, and I told them if they sent me Skies of Arcadia Figgies that I would do my first playthrough of Skies of Arcadia and let people know about the Skies of Arcadia Figgies. And they followed through with that because they sent me the new set of Skies of Arcadia Figgies. Right here. So on tonight's stream, we're going to open up the Vice Figgy. And subsequent streams will open up the other ones. But I figured that would be a fun time, right? Like, it's actually celebrating its 25th anniversary for the US release in, like, a week. So what better time to do it? So I did play this game for about an hour, like 20 years ago. And admittedly, I couldn't get into it. Because I always struggled to get into games with, like, pirate themes, but I think it's time to give it another shot. We'll keep it. I am aware that this version, the music isn't as good as Dreamcast, but it's just more convenient to play this version, and it's got lower encounter rates. Loading times are faster, so like for streaming purposes, it's just like the better version to stream. Well, the music's a bit more compressed in the Gamecube version. The instruments also sound a little different. Music still sounds great, but the purists that played the Dreamcast one definitely prefer it. Mr. Alfonso. Take it that's one of the villains. We've finally found her. Admiral Alfonso, her ship's in range of our cannons. Excellent, prepare the fire concussion shells on my command, but avoid hitting her ship directly. We need her alive so we can question her. Fire the cannons. Yeah, my GameCube also has HDMI output. Shout out to Eon. I'm using the Eon converter for HDMI output, so it'll look as good as I can pretty much get it. Obviously not as good as Dreamcast with like VGA or something, but Your Excellency, the girl has been knocked unconscious, but she's unharmed. She's been taken aboard our ship. How did I like ZA? I'll let you know when I start playing the game. I spent 4 hours shiny hunting. The Empress will be very pleased with me. I'm sure to be rewarded rather handsomely, I might add. Where did that come from? It sounded like an explosion. Status report. The lower hull has been hit. Someone is attacking us. Attacking us. Who would dare attack a vessel of the Imperial Armada? I like how expressive the characters are in this game. There's a small ship hiding in the clouds off port side. That flag, the air pirates. This guy's faces are like super blurry. Hello, Brandon. Hello, James. The rumble's actually pretty decent on this. Rumbling when the ships come and the engines and the rope. It's actually decent rumble. I really like the battle music in this game. Air pirate scum, don't you know that we're Valuan Imperial soldiers? Valuan. Valuan? I'm gonna go with Valuan. Of course I know, that's why we attacked your ship. You guys have the best stuff. I'm Vice of the Blue Rogues, and in a few minutes I'll be relieving you of your valuables. Attacking us all by yourself, you're either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. We'll be tossing you overboard. What do I use for PS2? It's not really like an upscaler. I literally just use S-Video and then convert it into HDMI for my TV. Vice, you left without me. I'm not going to let you have all the fun. I'm Ica. Aika? Do any of you know, is it... I think it's Ica, right? Because I for Monkey Ball, that's I. So Ica. It's gotta be Ica. I'm Ica. I'm a blue rogue like Vice, and we're robbing you. You dare mock the Valuan Empire with your insolence. Kill them and toss their corpses over the side. Retro tank? I don't know, maybe one day. My S-Video looks pretty good. At this point, I think I'm just waiting for a straight-up HDMI converter for the PS2. Pretty fast load in the battle. I don't think Dreamcast would be that fast. I didn't feel like that, Ninja. But I'll get yourself checked out just to be safe. Special move. Magic, focus. So I guess that's like a party-wide currency for special moves. Wow, it's nice to play an RPG where I don't gotta sit here doing perfect button timing presses to dodge and parry attacks for once. Sometimes it's nice to just play something classic. And relax during the battles. There's no point in resisting. Throw down your weapons and hand over your ship. Imbeciles. What do you two think you can do against the 5 of us? Take them out. I think you miscounted. I only see 4 of you. Dad. We'll take care of these guys, make your way to the bridge, and shut down the engines. And when we're out of here, remember it's Captain, not Dad. Got it? Yeah, aye, Captain, and Ica. Shall we go introduce ourselves to the captain of this ship? I'm ready when you are. Color system takes some memorization. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the color system. Let's go find the bridge.
Let's go!
Definitely got that MIDI flute in my right ear with the music. Well, air pirates have decided to infest my ship. I am Alfonso, cherished son of Valua's most distinguished family and an admiral of the Imperial Armada. Normally, lowlifes such as yourselves would never have the opportunity to bask in such greatness. Consider yourselves fortunate. Yeah, right. Who's the girl? I never thought someone of your stature would stoop to kidnapping. You're very observant for a rogue, however, I cannot waste my time dealing with you. Simply must get going. I think I shall have to exterminate it like these pests you are. Dispose of them. Hey, that's my line. You can't just choose when you're gonna do voice acting. I don't think this game has much voice acting though, right? Enemy selection's a little weird. So hitting down cycles through enemies in a like seemingly random order, though it is predetermined. Up and down. Doesn't go like from one to the next. Oh, I've already streamed Blue Stinger several horror game months ago. That's good. I like Blue Stinger. Some pretty fast menuing. Speedrun for this game is over 10 hours, by the way. That's how you know it's a long game. RPG speedruns are rarely in that length. They're usually more like 4 to 7 hours. How did you defeat my soldiers? If you want my ship that badly, you can have it. I'll get another. I'm very busy. I do not have time to deal with you personally now, if you'll excuse me. I go back and forth, Jay Living. I like both for different reasons. Well, I don't think I'll ever be questioning if I get a critical hit in this game.
Is it over already?
Do they ever explain this color system for learning moves? It's pretty cool. Assuming I need to go this way. I look forward to the boss battles because I know that this game uses like dynamic battle themes where depending on how you're doing, the battle theme will either be like more uplifting or it's gonna sound more scary. It's like if one of your teammates just died or something, which is pretty cool. Wish more games did that. Good work. I have finished my preparations as well. Preparation to dispose of a traitor. What? Please, Your Excellency, what are you doing? Cannot tell the Empress that I lost my ship to the air pirates in a fair fight. I'm gonna need a scapegoat, and you'll do quite nicely. To keep my glorious reputation from being tarnished, it must be sacrificed. No, you can't do this. He screams. Even in death, he'll serve me well. can't wait to tell you the Empress. I can't wait to tell the Empress. But Empress, my own vice captain, betrayed us and allowed the air pirates on board. I could do naught but dispose of the traitor myself. So this is how Valua treats its people. What? Now that we've taken control of your ship, we'll be taking the girl as well. There's just one more thing I need to do. After seeing you kill an unarmed man in cold blood, I can't allow you to walk away from this. Draw your blade, Alfonso. Huh, an uncivilized rogue such as yourself wants to challenge me. You're not worth my effort, but perhaps you'd like to meet one of my pets. Come, Antonio. Of course, Alfonso has a pet called Antonio. What was that thing? He's my personal war beast. I was going to leave him here, but it seems I found a use for him after all. Kind of looks like a Pokemon. I could see that being a Pokemon. Antonio, trample the pests and make their deaths as painful as possible. Maybe this time I'll be able to use one of my special attacks. This is a Gamecube. It's a port of a Dreamcast game. I don't know, should I be focusing? Maybe it'll help me get my special off.
Moons, give me strength.
Hey, thanks Stepmac. Thank you for the 69 months. The best resub of them all. Oh, crap. Full heal, that's good. Hello, Pat. Alright, finally got 8 out of 8. Cutlass Fury. Oh, 7. So I could have used that a little sooner. I see how that works. The moons gave me strength a little sooner. Man, I thought for sure that was going to do more damage. Oh, see, the music changed. That's such a cool feature. Now that I have the upper hand in the boss's near death, you hear how the music changed. They really need to come out with a definitive version of this game. The Dreamcast soundtrack with Legends content and changes.
Here goes.
Hello, Chauncey. The party shares the SP bar for their special moves, but they have separate MP counts, it seems. Level 2 MP 2 out of 3.
Moons, give me strength.
We won! We won!
I really like the boss battle music. And I like the normal battle theme. A lot. Even if it's a little compressed. Perhaps there is more to you than meets the eye. Well, Vice of the Blue Rogues, you'll rue this day. The day you stood against the Valuan Empire, we shall meet again. I feel like this game is going to age nicely for me, though, because when I played this, we were still spoiled with, like, really good turn-based RPGs. Now it's, like, it's so hard to get an RPG like this. This genre in a 3D engine, no shade at, like, the indie pixel RPGs and stuff, but, like, it's really hard to get a nice classic RPG in this style these days. You coward, what kind of commander sacrifices his own men in his ship to run from a fight? Like, not overly complicated, just like, you know, a nice little simple turn-based game. Well, even though he was a coward with gold. Sure, I suppose that the ship and everything on it officially belongs to us now. We haven't had a catch this big for quite some time. The people back home are going to be impressed. And look at this girl. I've never seen anyone dressed like that before. You're right, she sure doesn't look like she's from around here. I wonder why Valua is trying to kidnap this girl in the first place. I wonder where she's from. This place. Am I home? Fina. You replace Rami the Moon Elder. However, watch yourself, do not allow trust. Elder. I'm shocked I never played Skies of Arcadia. I tried playing this game like 20 years ago on the Gamecube version. I gave up like maybe an hour into the game and I don't remember anything. At the time I wasn't really into it. Maybe I was distracted with other things, maybe the first hour of the game didn't grab me. I also don't like pirate themes, usually, in any games. But at this point, it's like, whatever. I'm not gonna let that hold me back. She's coming too. Yeah, I don't really remember my thoughts on Rogue Galaxy. I played it when it came out. I think it was like a 7 out of 10 kind of game for me. I couldn't finish it, it was too long. It's just not what I was looking for from level 5 at the time. Where am I? You're aboard our ship, the Albatross. Vice, don't worry. There aren't any Valuan troops around, so you'll be safe here. And yes, yes, thank you so very much. You don't need to thank us. The Blue Rogues are always there to help people. My name is Ike, and it's nice to meet you. Could you tell us your name? My name is Fina. Where are you from? Vice, she just woke up. You don't need to start interrogating her right away. Well, you know she's gonna be like the girl from some distant world or continent or something. Well, in this case, probably floating island. Here to save the world with her amnesiac powers. See, now she's scared. Sorry, I didn't mean any harm. Excuse me, but I have a question. What exactly is an air pirate? What, you were sailing out by yourself and didn't even know what air pirates are? I'm sorry, it's my first time traveling. Basically, air pirates are sailors that attack other ships and steal their cargo. Attack. You don't have to worry about us, we're blue rogues. See, air pirates are divided into two factions, the blue rogues and the black pirates. The black pirates will attack anything in the sky, especially merchant vessels and unarmed ships. However, we blue rogues only take cargo from armed ships, especially the Imperial Armada. We are up and rich, keep the gold, but we use the gold to save people that need our help. That's why we helped you. Don't worry, we aren't trying to kidnap you or anything, just relax and enjoy the trip. Sure. Vice and Ica, how long are you going to sit there chit-chatting? Come to the bridge. Completely lost track of time. Oh well, I guess that means we have to go. Alright, Fina, we'll see you later. Try and get some rest. Thanks, Amalek. Thank you for the 41 months. Hey Vice, that raid earlier was pretty good. It's been a while since we raided a Valuan ship. If you're wondering what we did with the Valuans, well, let's say that they heard their fearless leader abandoned ship, they surrendered. Captain Don just let them go, though, and, well, after we took their treasure, of course. There was a lot of it. We'll take what we can, but we only fight when we need to. That's what separates us blue rogues and the black pirates. Camera kind of gets caught up sometimes if you're trying to turn it. I guess I shouldn't fight it and just let it do what it wants to do. Is this one of those games where I can find items in things that are just in the environment, or is it always going to be in a chest? Hello, Gurk. Dialogue traces affect my swashbuckler rank? Okay, so dialogue actually matters then. There you are, Vice. You finally decided to join us on the bridge. Well, we're heading back home to Pirate Isle. Pirate Isle is southeast from here. Just head south first, and it's just past the Valley of Islands. Well, it's a port of a Dreamcast game, but this version, Legends, was only on Gamecube. Oh, I gotta change properties of the weapon. Can I pass through that? Guess you get different battle music when you're on the ship. Did I get the physical? Oh yeah, I've had the physical for a while.
We did it!
Okay, guess we ain't going that way. How do I... Can I bring up an item menu? Yeah, it's one of those RPGs. Obviously, back then, they usually didn't heal you between fights. Guess I'll just use this now. At least the loads in the battle are pretty damn fast. Okay, I gotta change my property. What did I have it under? Green? Oh, apparently you don't want red. Or maybe it just doesn't matter. Because I think the damage was the same no matter what. Matters for her. And then I got the crit, so I can't judge it. I swear the battle started on green.
That was easy.
Once I get through the first dungeon and defeat whatever the first boss is that's there, that's when we'll open the Vice Figgy.
Hey,
Hey Fina, how are you feeling? She's feeling fabulous. She looks like a $500 Pokemon trainer card. I'm feeling much better. Thank you for your concern. Hey, no problem. It's just, I'm just happy to see that you're well. Looks like we'll be reaching the island soon. The island. You can see it right over there. It's our base, Pirate Isle. Pirate Isle. Looks like there's gonna be rain. Imagine actually living on that island. It's like 4 little homes. You gotta see the same people every day when you walk out your door. You trip and fall, that's the end of you. Fall off the cliff. It's a very high-pitched MIDI sound. Weapons, armor, gold. Now this is a great catch, one of the best shit. Tonight we should celebrate.
fire!
Well, Fina, this is what we do. What do you think? Well, it certainly looks challenging. Challenging? Well, now that you mention it, it isn't easy, but it is fun. Okay, looks like they got more, like, rooms and stuff inside the island. This is the underground port inside Pirate Isle. From the outside, this island looks like a quiet, peaceful village. The inside of the island is where our headquarters is located. There are armory, shops, and even a tavern inside here. Come on, we'll give you a tour. Vice. Come to my office immediately and bring that girl with you. Wait, so I wonder what that was all about. I'm not sure, but we'd better hurry. You know how my dad gets when we're late. Still gonna check things. I mean, there's flavor text everywhere, but I'm not sure if they're hiding items in that yet. Darn, I thought for a moment... Oh, I guess it's a cutscene. I was gonna say, I thought for a moment there'd be no transition. Load. Cheers, say the air pirates. Lakua sure does hit the spot. Captain Dine really does know how to pick his Laquat berries. This stuff is good. It's been a while since we've taken over the Armada flagship. We deserve a little break now and then. Is this a lovely game? You don't know much about it. So the Dreamcast version had a 93 on Metacritic, so it was like universally praised. Many people call it a masterpiece. GameCube version's rated a little lower, but it's still... you know, definitely a cult classic. It's one of those games that just never got a sequel or a prequel, and people keep begging for a new version of the game, which Sega never gives them. Should you be sitting here drinking liqueur with the rest of us when you've got a beautiful, hardworking wife waiting for you at home? Hey, there's nothing wrong with relaxing with friends after a hard day's work. Oh my, this place sure is full. Being that this is our tavern, they serve all kinds of drinks here, nectars, juices, and liqueur. What this game is kind of known for is, like, it's a bit more of a very adventurous feeling, like, optimistic RPG where, you know, it came out in a time where a lot of the RPGs that were releasing were like Final Fantasy-likes, very edgy, very teen, angsty. This game, from what I understand, is just very lighthearted in its sort of like adventure themes. Excuse me, but what exactly is liqueur? What, Fina, you really don't know what liqueur is? Well, I don't know exactly, but it appears to be a really good tasting drink of some kind. Well, yeah, I hear the Dreamcast version is like disgusting with random battles. This one tones it down, but people still complain about the battle frequency. Everyone seems to be drinking it so fervently, it must be delicious. You want to share a bottle of Mur Liqueur with us? It's made from Laquat berries and moonstones. It's just a juice, but it tastes great. No, we don't have time to sit around right now. We have to talk to the captain. We're not supposed to be here? Well, the captain is always getting in our case for being late and stuff. I really don't want to get into any more trouble today. Yeah, my dad can get pretty worked up when he's mad. We wouldn't want him to have a heart attack now, would we? You're so mean to your dad. You know that, Vice? Come on, we should probably get going. Your dad's waiting for us. The random battle chances actually identical between Dreamcast and GameCube. Speedrunners discovered Dreamcast just has insanely long load times. So, okay, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I could see how that would make the random battles feel more frequent in Dreamcast, because it just feels like you're encountering the battles more often because of how long you're waiting to get into them. Leave it to the speedrunners to figure out the real intricacies of a game like this. Where did he pop out of? I guess I'll just go with a standard, like, increase my damage, right? Yeah, I still don't understand. Oh, okay, so green or red version. We'll put it on green for now. 128, I guess I'll just buy this. I've been home such a long time, please just let me sleep. Vice and Ike are reporting for duty, and we brought Fina with us like you requested. You're a little late. I'll let it slide this time. Come on over. Young lady, I'm Dine, the captain of the Blue Rogues. There are a few questions I want to ask you. Will you answer them? Of course. I've been sailing for a very long time, but I've never come across anyone wearing clothes like yours. What country are you from, and why are you traveling alone out there? Defend. Dad, you're worrying too much. Fina's just a normal girl. Vice, even though I'm your father, I'm also the leader of the Blue Rogues. Therefore, it's my duty to not only protect the safety of my family, but also the safety of my crew as well. If this girl is a danger of any sort to any of my men, I cannot let her live.
Huh?
Fina, is it your turn? It is your turn to speak. I cannot say. Why is that? It's because we're air pirates? Don't you trust us?
Uh-uh.
It has nothing to do with it. I thank you all with my heart for saving my life. But I cannot tell any living soul about the purpose of my quest, even if it means sacrificing my own life. I have no intention of endangering any of your lives. If you believe anything that I say, please believe this. Alright then. Looks like I lost this one. I understand your dilemma, and I can see in your eyes that you are true to your word. Although we're air pirates, we also have a strong sense of honor. You don't need to divulge the details of your quest to understand that you now have my trust. Be careful that you don't lose it.
Thank you so much.
I will not disappoint. Vice, Aika, bring the girl Fina topside and give her a tour of the village.
Yay!
They're super excited. Way to go, Dad, you're the best. It's not Dad, it's Captain. I swear, how many times do I have to remind you? You're excused. Don't be late for dinner. How do I get at it? Oh, there it is. There are 2 treasure chests in this underground port containing emergency supplies somewhere. Yeah, I was looking for them. Whatever, we'll just continue on. Oh, there's one right there. I can't really adjust the camera to see down there, though. Is there, let's see, maybe if I go down this... Can I ride that down? I think I missed that save point the first time. Yeah. Oh, I can't get up there. There's a ladder over there, it looks like. That's why I'm playing it, yep. Well, I told Figgies when they first reached out to me, when they asked, like, what Figgies I'd be interested in getting. I told them I never played Skies of Arcadia, and if they sent me the Skies of Arcadia Figgies, I would do a playthrough of the game. I thought it would just be a kind of cool little bonus. Ah, there we go. Sonic Rumble, yes. It's better be worth it. 150 gold. Probably was not worth it. Yeah, they gave me an affiliate code. For Sonic Rumble. It's the same as my my Figgies one. Door. Face going ahead. I have to stop by my house for a second. Why, what's wrong? Just want to freshen up. Don't worry, I'll catch up with you guys in a few minutes. See you at your house. Am I gonna go back to Once Upon a Katamari? At some point. There's just a lot of games I'm playing at the moment. Hey there, Vice. I heard that you guys rescued a girl from the balloons. Yep, let me introduce you to her. Hello, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Fina. I'm very grateful for all the hospitality everyone has shown me. Well, aren't you the sweetest little thing? It's our pleasure. Just relax and make yourself at home. How's 11 going? I haven't gone back to 11 yet. There's no time for 11 right now. Nice catch, Vice. I guess your work has its perks, huh? This is about where I stopped playing the game 20 years ago. I just remember quitting on this island, I believe. I may have gone to, like, the next area. I don't really know. Welcome back, Vice. See you, Fina. It's very nice to meet you. Pleasure is all mine. I hope I'm not intruding. Don't be silly. It's been a long time since we've had guests. Well, I have to finish cooking dinner. Go outside and have some fun. I'll call you when it's ready. Hey, guys. Sorry to have kept you waiting. I was just fixing my hair. The sunset set aside is beautiful. Why don't we go outside and check it out? Well, we still have some time before dinner. Why not? Hello, Robert. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't looked into the skins in that game. Like, I don't know if they give you currency for free as you, like, log in with Sonic Rumble and stuff. Who knows? There's gotta be ways to earn the currency. Hey, look, it's my Sky Hype emote. It's the same color scheme. We're able to live the way we do thanks to the blessed moons. The moons provide us with moonstones that keep our ships flying and provide us with fuel for fires to keep ourselves warm. We truly are blessed. If you can learn to use your magic and super move skillfully, your fights will become a whole lot easier. I could teach you the basics. Yeah, actually, I need to figure out, like, exactly what's happening with that stuff. I mean, it's pretty obvious what's happening, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, let's see. Spirit Gauge. Spells take up 1 MP every time you cast one. However, each spell takes a different amount of spirit points. It's safe to assume that the more spirit points a spell requires, the more powerful it is. In other words, since you're going to use 1 MP to cast a spell anyway, you might as well cast a spell that has the most spirit points. Since your spirit points regenerate a little bit at the beginning of each round, it's more efficient to use as much as you can. Magic is divided into 6 different types. You can gain experience in a type of magic depending on what color you assign to your weapon. So if you want to learn a specific color of magic, you should change the color of your weapon to that color. Okay. We'll figure out the magic stuff as we go. Just make sure we should definitely ask about mechanics in this game, you know? So yeah, Spirit is just a party-wide MP bar, essentially, that regenerates as you fight. I gotta pay attention to how much I regain each round. Sending different colored moonstones to your weapons will change their properties. A weapon modified by a red moonstone has the power of fire, and a weapon modified by yellow has the power of lightning. When knowing your enemy's weaknesses and choosing the color of your weapon wisely, you may be able to do greater damage to your enemies. Alright. So you know, I'm gonna start every battle targeting what the monster isn't weak to. Where are we gonna watch this sunset? Here? Or probably up there, hold on. Pretty sky. I like how there's flavor text for everything you examine. Hey there, Vice. It's nice to be home again, huh? Sometimes when we're out sailing for a long time, I start to miss this old place. A board ship ain't bad either, but you really have to come back to the island every now and then, or your legs forget what solid ground is like. Thought that would have triggered the cutscene. You just don't get cozy little villages like this in RPGs much anymore. What console? This is Gamecube. Legends is only on Gamecube. So beautiful. I love it up here, it's so peaceful. I come up here to relax and watch the sunsets. When I'm up here, I often wonder what lies beyond the sky, beyond the sunset. Beyond the sky. Some say there are monsters, others say there's a maelstrom of that either blows ships away or pulls them in, and they're never seen again. And there are others that say it's just impossible. I want to know what's out there. Besides, I don't like giving up on anything without giving it my best shot. Someday, I'll be the captain of my own ship, I'll go beyond the sunset, and I'll see what's out there. Well, I bet you can go beyond the sunset. If you can go beyond the sunset, the sky would look even more beautiful. Hair tech. Hair physics in a game from 2000. It's actually pretty impressive for the time. It wasn't often you'd see hair blowing in the wind like this. That was a moonstone. Quick, find the Clefairy. Land on the island over there. I think that's the Shrine Island. It's been a long time since we've seen a moonstone fall. I don't understand. That was a moonstone? That's right. Fina, you've heard of moonstones before, right? There are pieces of rock that fall from the moons. They usually crash to land on the islands. They're really powerful sources of energy too. We use them for all sorts of things. They power airships, and we can also forge weapons out of them. Ah yes, I know of moonstones. But it's my first time seeing a moonstone actually fall from the sky. Okay, so you're thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, we should try to recover the moonstone. Let's go first thing tomorrow. Face Aika and Fina. Dinner is ready, come on down. Let's go, Fina. You're gonna eat with us, right? You're so lucky. I love your mom's cooking. Let's go eat while it's still hot. Thank you for your gracious offer. Come on, we need something to shake things up. When is the village gonna burn down? When are we gonna get the next character with amnesia? When's the father gonna get kidnapped or killed? Ah, the nice sky is gone. Good morning, we're going to Shrine Island today, right? Yeah, I'll be right down, give me a second. Hello, Master Killer. Any items? If you're going to Shrine Island, I want you to take this with you. I've included enough for both you and Aika. Thank you, Mom. Thank you for everything you've done. First, you rescued me, then you let me stay in your home. I'm eternally grateful. Suppose you'll be leaving now to retrieve that moonstone that fell yesterday. Please do be careful. Good luck. Take this. It's your share of loot from yesterday's raid. Purple moonstone. When you win a fight, you'll be awarded magic experience in the color of the magic that you equipped on your weapon. Okay, so I guess that's only when the fight is over, right? It's not like how much you use the weapon in battle. You'll learn a new spell, so if there's a spell that you want to learn, by changing the color of your weapon to match whatever the type of magic you want to learn, you can learn it much faster. You can easily change the color of your weapon by using equip command or by pressing the Y button during battles. Alright, so does that just automatically give me the ability to change that in battle? I suppose you'll be leaving now to retrieve that moonstone that fell yesterday. Please do be careful. What, you ain't coming with me? Yeah. Good morning, Fina. Do you sleep well? I haven't played Crusader of Senti. Fina will be heading over to Shrine Island to get that moonstone in a few minutes. You can stay here and relax at my place if you want. That'll be fun, thank you. Alright, Vice, let's get going. The boat is on the upper dock and it's ready to go. I have not played the sequels to Rhapsody. I always wanted to try them though. I really liked the first game. I'm glad you like it, Captain. You got 3 years of content to go through on there. Let's hit up that shop, I guess, before we go. The original's on Dreamcast. I'm playing on Gamecube. I guess I'll change the title, since enough people are asking. Yeah, the music's awesome. The Dreamcast music sounds even better, but I honestly really don't mind the music in the GameCube version. It's got a very classic kind of MIDI feel to it, which is still kind of unique. I can't afford that, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell one of those just so I can get a weapon. Probably totally not worth it, but I want to have this before I head out. Well, this game it would have been better off coming to PS2 to begin with, because they wouldn't have had to compress it as much, I believe. I got a shiny last night, yep. Took 4 hours. How do I get back on board? Oh, over there? No? Talk to you? Maybe go talk to my father? How long have I been streaming games? Well, I made my Twitch/Justin TV account in January of 2009. And I stream games on and off there just super randomly, with no commitment to it. And then I started streaming them regularly about 10 years ago. Actually, no, even longer than that, because Horror Month celebrated 9 years this year, and I've been streaming way longer than I started doing that. So probably like 12 years. Or I don't know how to get... Am I supposed to be here? Or maybe the father is like in a home up there or something? I don't know which home this is. I like missed where they expected me to go, if they told me. Oh, is there a ship up top there? Try going up here? I don't know. If they told me where to go, I totally missed it. First playthrough means I also did not play Dreamcast yet. Alright, do any of you know where I need to go to trigger, like, the next story beat? I can't get on the ship. Talking to my dad does nothing. Unless I missed something in the dialogue. Back when there was no such thing as sliding down a ladder. I went to the ship, though. It wouldn't even let me get on. There's no way to get on it. It's the only house I didn't check here. Yeah, it's just got a lot of much faster loading. It's supposed to have better graphics, but that's debatable. With the proper hookup, you can make the Dreamcast version look better, probably. Other than that, I think it's like a new optional boss. It's like not too much in terms of like new content, but there is new content. It's more so, like, if you're playing the original Dreamcast version, the loads are so exceedingly long that you're gonna add, like, hours onto your playthrough of just loading screens. And the game is already long enough as it is. I'm pretty sure I have the Dreamcast version of this. I don't remember. If I got it, it would have been way back in the day. Yeah, there's no way to trigger getting on this ship, by the way. You have to go to the upper area near the sunset area. Can't believe it wouldn't have triggered when I was just up there. I guess I went to the wrong one. Yeah, I thought I saw a ship when I was up there. I went up the wrong freaking ladder, though. That was the problem. Yeah, there it is. It's very hard to adjust the camera outside. So sometimes you can only see it when the game wants you to see it. Sail straight north of here. Okay. God, the random battles are like a jump scare. Getting an AoE move will certainly be nice. Guess I'll have him learn a lightning move, or an ice move.
That was easy.
Green, purple. Wait, how did I still get green experience if I didn't use my green weapon? I guess they just always give it to you. Or maybe because it's equipped as a different weapon? I don't know. I love how they spoil the critical hit before it happens. They should let it be a surprise. Wow. The level ups I've gotten have given me so much more HP. If I would have taken 126 damage earlier, it would have one-shot me. Almost. Yeah, I guess you just by default get green. Unless it's because one character's using green, one character's using purple. They say go straight north, right? Did I miss it? I think I missed it. Oh my god. That's a lot of enemies. If only she can hit more than one.
Moons, give me strength.
Yeah, this is on Gamecube. Oh, Pyre is an AoE move. Oh, okay. There we go. Gotta ask the moons for strength is all. I'm sure changing her equipped weapon. See what it does. Make it red. I just want to see if it stops giving me green experience. Yeah, I definitely missed this island. That's alright, we get a little grinding in. It's probably this here. There we go. First dungeon. Vice over there, look at the size of that hole. The moonstone must have caused that. It must be huge. Aiko, look, the water's flowing into that shrine. In the old world, this island was a sacred place. These ruins used to be some sort of temple. Nobody's been here for generations. Yeah, I've heard stories about this place too. I've heard that there are monsters crawling around inside. But moonstone's that big or rare, we've got to go in and get it. You know how I can't pass up a treasure hunt. Besides, how bad could it possibly be? You're right, we're going to treasure hunting. Let's keep a second file. This is just great, the place is flooded. Aiko, look, the moonstone is at the bottom. It's so bright, that moonstone must be huge. So Vice, do you plan on getting it out of there? The water is getting pretty deep. We better find a way to drain the water. Good old video games. Even though we could just swim. Try and drain the water from this place, that way we can carry the moonstone out of here. Well, considering that I can't swim, I'd like that plan better. But there's still one problem. How are we supposed to drain all the water? Hey Vice, look over there. Maybe if we can find a way to open it, we can drain the water out of this place. You might be right, we'll use the doors as drains. Let the random battles commence. I actually like how on the minimap on the bottom right, they show you where you've, like, walked with the color on the map. This music kind of reminds me of Eternal Ring music. With the MIDI sound. Is there any way to, like... So obviously the color of the enemy probably determines what they're weak against, right? So this yellow enemy, what color is that weak against? And then blue. I'm assuming blue is probably weak against green. Maybe red? I don't know. Try it on that. Try the red on the blue. Okay, they're probably weak against red from the look of it. And they also seem weak against... I mean, it looks blue, but it's like purplish. Okay, so if one character uses one color weapon, it actually gives that color experience to the other character. Yeah, I don't want to keep the manual out the whole time though. Let me bring up a color chart. Guys of Arcadia weakness. There's gotta be, someone had to have made one. Perfect. Thank you to random person for making this color chart. The weaknesses in the manual are wrong. The true weaknesses are listed below. Ah, see that? Leave it to the internet. They know what's up. That's what this little chart says. Little chem dream. Is that a chest? Oh, it's a big chest. Did I go back down there? I wasn't paying attention. Because it showed me that I walked this path outside here. I don't remember what I did. Is this the entrance? It is. I don't remember that crystal being there before, though. Yeah. Oh, whatever, we get to save. I really like the beginning of this song. Oh, apparently I can light those things. It's not a sequel, it's just a port of the original with a little more content. Alright, so they are neutral, so he should be weak against yellow. Blue is weak against red and yellow. Wow.
Moons, give me strength.
That was easy.
I love how the battle backgrounds are like very accurate to where you are in the game. Alright, so it's gonna take so long to remember these colors, so we're weak to green and purple. Ooh, that's a lot of HP. Yeah, I think I've seen Sky Oceans. I just remember seeing something about that. Just gameplay or something. Didn't look like my kind of thing.
Moons, give me strength.
Moons, give me strength.
And the damage is no joke from these enemies right now. Spark this playthrough. Many months ago, when Figgies first reached out to me, they asked me what samples I would be interested in. And I saw that they had Skies of Arcadia Figgies that would be coming way in the future, also known as today. And I said, if you send me Skies of Arcadia Figgies, I'll do a first playthrough of the game. So that's what I'm doing. I figured it's just kind of a cool little reason to do my first playthrough. Because I knew there'd be a lot of people that would really be excited for new Skies of Arcadia collectibles. Because that's something you don't get every day. Very, like, you never see Skies of Arcadia merchandise. So I was like, man, I think people would really enjoy watching me play the game and then, like, finding out that there's new merch for the game. Actually, do this. I love how the characters like move around during the combat. Like they're not doing anything, but they're trying to make it look more active. I appreciate that. They'll do like little attacks that don't do anything.
Moons, give me strength.
That wasn't so bad.
I feel like using a guide back in the day for the magic system, like what spells you learn when, was probably very useful. Did they release an official strategy guide for this game, for the Legends version? Yes, a new set of Figgies releases every week, so there's a ton to choose from at this point.
Moons, give me strength.
We won! We won!
So if you want to level a color up real quick, just equip all your characters with the green weapon. Little comment. I feel like the encounter rate feels not terrible. Like, are there a decent amount of encounters? Yeah, but they haven't gotten annoying. Do I go up there? I think I do. I think that's a dead end up there. Hold on. Plus, I still gotta turn on all these. I like this dungeon. Can't get that one. Oh, I'm out of MP. Uh-oh.
Here goes!
You know, I would argue that it's almost best to play the Legends version first, because that way you don't hear the Dreamcast music and you don't really have as much to compare it to. I feel like you could be spoiled with the Dreamcast soundtrack. I actually don't mind the music at all. I think it has a really classic MIDI kind of feel to it. Like they busted out like a Korg keyboard or something for it, you know?
Here goes.
I think I can exit that menu by just pressing the menu button instead of backing out. Have I been out here? Is this where I went? I think this is different. Okay, this is different. I mean, one of my favorite soundtracks on PS2 is Eternal Ring, which pretty much sounds exactly like this music, so it doesn't bother me. To have most of my consoles connected to one TV or monitor? No, I pretty much just hook them up one at a time to my devices that I need for streaming. So I keep them disconnected until I use them. What? The hell is this? The disc has no scratches. That sucks. Can I, like, open it and reclose the lid, maybe? That's gonna be scary. Yeah, the disc is mint. Not a scratch on there. Alright, well, that's gonna be fun. Now I'm gonna be paranoid saving every 5 minutes in the freaking game. I have no idea about the GameCube laser. This is already a replacement for my GameCubes that already broke. I have 2 GameCubes, both of them are broken. This is my 3rd one. So the last thing I want right now is another broken GameCube. Now the sound's all fucked up. Gotta hard power the whole thing. Yeah, the lasers in my childhood GameCube, dead. Laser in my region-free GameCube, dead. So this is my 3rd GameCube. I do not have a Wii hooked up, no. Definitely don't have that annoying-ass thing with the sensor bar ready to go on a whim. I haven't had a Wii hooked up in so long. Especially with Wii U, there's usually no reason. Alright, time to remember what the hell. I mean, I saved a second time. It's not like I'm starting at the very beginning. Oof. Those are not fun.
Take this.
Moons, give me strength.
Not much I can do about neutral color enemies. I don't have the weapon type for it. I need yellow.
We did it.
I haven't figured out if lighting those torches is just the aesthetic of it or if it actually is going to do something. Oh my god. That's definitely a magic fight.
Moons, give me strength.
0 damage to what is that thing? It only gives 1 point of focus? Okay. One HP on that thing. Enemies can counterattack? Oh no. It'd be cool if I can convert my SP into like an MP. Like take full SP bar and make it like 1 or 2 MP. Wait, what's that? Vital Seed? Nice. I didn't get that last time. Gonna put it on Ica because her HP is just lower. It's the same encounter from before. Okay, red, green, and purple. Purple does 140% damage. But I think I'm going to use magic to take out the other two guys. Man, that does not do as much as it seems like it should.
Give me strength.
I will say that the color weapon switching does seem a little tedious. Feels slightly unnecessary. I like the idea of learning spells based on like the colors and stuff, but having to constantly check weaknesses and swapping weapons, I'll see how I feel about that one in a few hours. We'll see. Maybe it's not as bad later.
That wasn't so bad.
Just Stolly. Oh yeah, I gotta check what that does. Can use special attacks more often, yeah. Do I need to swap my weapon to the correct color before using a special attack, or does that not matter? I wonder if these things are like metal slimes where they give like a bunch of SP or something, because they tend to run. Oh, maybe not. Oh my god, the misses are crazy. These gotta be like metal slimes. Jake, maybe I just can't hit with normal attacks? I don't remember what I hit the first one with. It did seem like it gave me a lot of color experience. Be nice if there was another save point here so I can safety save before going through that again. Maybe I should go this way first. Because going the other way there is when it froze. Red, purple, blue, red, and yellow.
Here goes.
Something tells me I do need to light all of these somehow. I think this is a magic fight. What does that do? I'll save that for now.
Moons, give me strength.
Healing in the beginning here seems pretty limited. Gotta be pretty strategic with your MP and item healing. There's not a ton of it. Ooh, a Vital Seed. I like randomly finding items like that. Boost my max HP. Ooh, a Moonberry. They talked about those. How do I use it though? Can I teach it to someone? I think I want to get... She don't even have a super move. Spins her boomerang, summon a vortex of flames to strike all enemies in a line. Oh, they do have area moves. Okay. What would be better? I like the idea of giving her a attack, though. Special attack, super move. Yeah, she just has pretty low HP. Can I not activate that? That's why I was putting them on her. Because your healing items restore 500 and 1000 HP. So it just makes more sense to, like, get the low HP characters caught up so your healing can be more optimized. I'm a little nervous to walk down that same hallway that gave me that disc read error or whatever the hell that was. Can't see what these do in combat though, huh? I have to memorize it.
Moons, give me strength. close one.
I'm already out of the cheap healing items. Wow. I mean, I can appreciate it, though. I mean, it's definitely not easy to spam healing. Where was I going? This way. Gotta be very strategic. If there was a shortcut back to the beginning so I can save, I would take it. But by the time I run back with the random encounters, it just wouldn't be worth it. So what colors we got here? Blue and neutral. Neutral is weak to... I need yellow. I figured they would have missed. Like it always does. Oh my god, what is happening? Alright, I think there's something wrong with my Gamecube. That is not good. Now it's just freezing in the middle of a battle. I mean, is it even reading the disc at that point when it's in battle? Wouldn't the disc just be stopped in battle? I can't believe my third Gamecube is dead. Right, that has to be a disc, I mean a laser problem. Yeah. That's gotta be a laser problem. Well, I'm probably just gonna have to set up the Wii for next time. I just can't keep a Gamecube alive, apparently. This wasn't even mine, this one was donated to me. Shoutouts to East Gilliam. Even his Gamecube is freaking dead. Everybody's Gamecubes are just dead, the lasers... You know, when I first turned this thing on today, too, I heard, like, a clicking noise. And that's the same damn noise that I heard from my Gamecubes when they died. This is the first time I'm using it. It's like, I have not been using this... I wasn't using this when I was speedrunning Sonic R. So it's just like, Gamecubes are just dying. If I get another Gamecube, it's going to have to be a professionally refurbished one off of eBay or something. Like... one of those ones where they've taken it apart, cleaned it, made sure the laser's good, because apparently using a Gamecube that hasn't been refurbished is just not good enough anymore. Oh, it's so aggravating. I have no idea what an ODE is. I'm all about the real hardware, so I don't really follow whatever the hell the voodoo stuff is, you know? Well... we're still gonna unbox the figgy. Man, and I was just getting into this too. I was really enjoying this dungeon. Sucks. But anyway, I promised we'd open this, so... here are the Skies of Arcadia figgies. Once again, thank you to Figgies for sending me these to open for you guys. We're gonna open one in each stream, so I'm gonna open the Vice one. But they did send me Athena, Vice, and Ica. These are available on the website. Make sure you use my code if you do decide to pick them up. DORR, D-O-R-R, stacking 5% off code. You do have to spend at least $50, which does mean that you either need to buy more than, like, you have to get a double of one of the Skies of Arcadias to try your luck at getting a variant, the gold, silver, or bronze, or just buy literally any other figgy on the website. There's tons of them, because the figgies are $14.99, and you don't hit the $50 threshold if you're buying 3 of them. Slice this open really carefully. It's pretty heavy. I don't know, maybe this is one that finally has a variant plate. Like I said, I don't know if the artist proof ones will actually come with one, but you never know. Maybe one day I'll be surprised. Alright, so here is Vice. For those of you that haven't seen figures, they're just pop magnet collectibles. PVC figure. Get a close-up on that. And then the back has a QR code. You scan the QR codes and you can put it in their app and keep track of your collection in their app. And then there's the magnets that give like a drop shadow effect. And then each character will come with their own unique plate. So there's a reversible side. These are very, very heavy matte plate finishes. So this is the background that's exclusive to Vice. See if I can get the... Yeah, you can see the texture there. And then the other side is more of a universal plate that the characters will have. I did see the Skies of Arcadia ones change a little bit, though, depending on the character on the flip side here. Like the banner, the flag in the background is different. And then what you can do is you can choose whatever side you want to put them on. I tend to like putting them on the character-specific backgrounds. But you can also put it here as well. And then, as always, you get the stand. But you don't have to use the stand because you can use the magnet that they give you inside here as well. So if you want to just like slap it on a refrigerator or put it on a wall, you can use the magnet adhesive. And then of course the code card in here. You scratch this off and you put it in their app, and then they give you points, and you accrue points, and you get like free shipping, free figgies, all kinds of other stuff in the app. So that's what these are for. Every figgy will come with it. And if you got the bonus plate, the bronze, silver, or gold metallic plate, it would be included in addition to this, so you would get 2 plates in the figgy. So that's how they work. It's wave 1 of Skies of Arcadia, so they should have more coming in a future wave. But for now, those are the 3 characters that they have available. I think they look great. I really like the Vice one. Really like the Vice one. So if you want to pick those up, you just go to figgies.com. It's not an affiliate link. You got to make sure you use my code for it to count, for you to get the 5% discount, and for me to get credit for it. You do have to spend at least $50 before shipping. If you're from... They do ship internationally, so if you're outside the US, if the money converts to be over $50, like say you buy 3 of them, but it converts to be 50 USD, it still works for you. But in the US, you do have to get at least 4 for the code to apply. But there's so many on there, I don't think you'd have a problem picking out a 4th one. If I had to recommend one for the Sonic fans, this is my new favorite figgy. I showed this in my Sonic channel recently. This Supersonic one is so cool. It's the only figgy I've seen that uses a different color PVC. But that's my new favorite one. That's in the Sonic Classic Wave 2 that they just came out with not too long ago. But honestly, I'm just gonna call a stream here. Next stream, unfortunately, there's a lot of games that I'm juggling right now. Like, there's a lot that I have commitments to prior to even like the month, like from a month or 2 ago. Next stream is going to be Sonic Rumble, because I'm a Sonic Rumble creator, like an official content creator for that game. So I will be streaming that game, most likely tomorrow. And I'll have my own code for that and everything. So if any of you are playing Sonic Rumble, just make sure you use my code for that as well. It's the same as the Figgies code. So if you decide to buy anything in that game, the code is just DOR, lowercase. You apply that in the shop. You scroll all the way to the right, and I believe that's where you input the code in there. And I'll have like things to give away in that game. They gave me a bunch of codes for like hooking you guys up with the in-game currency in there. For those that don't know, Sonic Rumble is like a Fall Guys kind of Sonic game that you can play on Steam. So that's what I'll be streaming tomorrow. And then we're still juggling Pokemon. We're still, you know, I gotta go back and finish Katamari. There's, we're gonna come back to this. I'm gonna have to hook up a damn Wii. Hopefully my Wii's are not broken. So I'll be very disappointed if I can't get that working. My video quality for Wii, though, is gonna be... It's gonna suck. Because I'm trying to remember what hookups I have for Wii. I don't think I had anything better than, like... Oh, God, I hope I don't have to use composite. I don't remember what I used to use for Wii. God, it's gonna be so bad. I don't know what to do. I really hate terrible video quality when I can get something better. It's always something. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I'm just gonna go use my time on something else tonight, I guess. Sucks. I was really enjoying that. All my retro, like, my PS2s are breaking. Like, you guys know I stopped the PS2 roulette because 2 of my PS2s broke. Like, my Japanese PS2 stopped reading discs. My North American PS2 stopped reading discs. My PAL one was probably getting ready to break next. It's just like, man, these consoles, boy, they're having issues lately. My consoles just they just break nonstop. Anyway, I'll see you guys next stream. Sorry for the short one.